Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to go through my significant figures in my gas law stoichiometry problem. Okay, here's my problem all worked out. Let's determine sig figs. So again, I'm just going to go to my moles of oxygen because I did not use my moles of octane, so I'm going to leave that calculation alone. Let's take a look at my moles of oxygen. For my pressure of oxygen, I have 3 sig figs. And of course I converted my volume from milliliters to liters, but that does not change my number of sig figs. I have 5 sig figs for my volume. For my R, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sig figs. And of course, in converting my temperature from Celsius to Kelvin, I did 25.0 degrees Celsius plus 273.15. That actually gave me 298.15 Kelvin. But because I only have one decimal place here, I should only have one decimal place here. Hence my 0.2 right here. So my answer here actually has 4 sig figs. One thing you want to double check is make sure your R never limits your significant figures in this calculation. It shouldn't ever. You should always be able to find R's with plenty of sig figs, but that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so for my moles of oxygen, I should have, that's 3 is going to limit me, I should have 3 sig figs. So I'm going to be rounding at that second 7. Now if I continue on with my calculation, again, I should be rounding right there. This should have 3 sig figs. This is the easy part. I have 3 sig figs. Of course, mole ratio is infinite. My moles of carbon dioxide, I should be rounding right there. It should have 3 sig figs. I'm going to just put that 3 right there. My 2.00 liters, that also has 3 sig figs. Again, my R, 4, 5, 6 sig figs. And my temperature, I did the same thing. Again, I should have one decimal place, so that gives me 4 sig figs for my temperature. My 3s are going to limit me, so my pressure should have 3 sig figs. I should be rounding right there. Hence my final answer there with 3 significant figures. And that is how I determine my significant figures for this problem. As a general rule of thumb, make sure that any constant you look up does not limit your overall significant figures. Thanks so much for watching.